What is up, people? This is Gamer here, and I'm gonna be doing my playthrough on a game that people voted on, and for popular demand, it got a lot of votes, believe it or not. So from my Twitter, my Facebook, and everything, and I'm going to have to say this: I really am going to enjoy playing this game. If you don't know what game I'm talking about, it's on the title screen. Right, let's get into Jak and Daxter and the Precursor Legacy. Turning on my PS2. It's a little bad on my camera. Right. That looks good. Okay. Analog stick not even turning on. What? Oh, there we go. That was weird. Now it turned off. Oh, now it turned on. Ah, whatever. It's really fine. Yeah, Naughty Dog made a really good game when this game was first released. I have to quite say, I actually put this fit to the stream, believe it or not, due to the fact that... Wait, hold up. Yeah, right there would be fine. Due to the screen back then for 2002, not like an HD TV, where... Yeah, I'm focusing as much as I could to like at a point where you can see everything. You're missing like maybe like almost like an inch of screen, pretty much. That's all. Yeah, like an inch of screen on the bottom you're missing. But let's check options. All right, controls working fine. Graphic, center screen. Yeah, back, game, play hints, English, vibration. No subtitles, speech volume, music, and alright, load a game. I'm going to show you back then. It was back in 3/31/2009, the last time I played this game, and I 100% for the first time. And I'm going to try to 100% it, I'm not going to lie. The first time I didn't. Second time I almost did. And the third time I actually did. So, back, we're going to start a brand new game in this empty space. Saving data. Alright.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's
Sony
fathers
Computer
failed
Entertainment
to
America
find.
presents.
Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose, and why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants
Jak and
ask the
Daxter and
rocks,
Precursor Legacy.
but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green ego, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
You can see see there's items in the background that we're going to be going through later in the game, explaining what they do. There's actually items with them right now.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps.
Sorry if you can hear me moving around a lot.
Huh?
It's just that I
Oh,
have to change my
stupid
squeeze a lot.
precursor
Sorry
junk.
about that, guys.
Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly.
Really?
The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that?
That just scared me the first time when I was little. I'm like, what the fuck? How would he know that was a bomb? I don't know. Random acting guess, I guess. I'm guessing.
Man, that stung. I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened. What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
They was, I was...
Don't tell
I'm a little
me.
upset there's no
Instead of heeding
subtitles,
my
but
wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go, Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath. A bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change
I like
and improvement.
the humor in this game. It's
Besides,
really funny.
I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only
Especially
one
how
person
Daxter
who
is.
has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport
I have,
you there.
3 times.
I can't do that either.
I'm not spoiling
None of the 3
anything.
sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere.
Why?
And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out
There's
in the
one.
wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
In there, before I turn you both into ferns.
That was funny. Now, there's gonna be a little something I'm gonna say about my videos.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Everything's inverted. Wait. Alright, wait. Anyway, as I'm saying about this game, that the No, wait. Now the way I'm pretty much, I just noticed in most of my playthroughs that I did back then when I was little, they were very inappropriate. I'm not gonna lie, due to the fact that me, I was little doing everything like that. Just because I thought it was pretty funny, but now I have turned 16 and I'm like thinking more and more. I really don't think saying language in my videos is going to be very necessary. If I do say something by accident, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's all I say. So, I don't know, does she explain this at all, or? Yeah, she explains it, never mind. I was about to explain it, but never mind, she's going to.
Some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Yes. My analog stick's a little sticky from back then. Smashed it. There's a precursor orb. Whatever it's called. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I'm not gonna lie. Right?
This is a power cell.
No, power cell.
Important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20.
It's funny, in the other Jak and Daxter games, power cells are no longer needed, and the only time you ever see them again is in there. Oh, I left this part. That's pretty funny. Yes, it's been saved, yada yada. You can do a double jump in the air and or spin at the end, or you can do a double jump and do a grand slam. Do that, one jump, one spin, punch, spin, pretty much. It's pretty much basic stuff. That's like all you're going to be using throughout the game. Oh, these things.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Yep. Pretty much, these things will also give you power cells. If you collect 7 of them in each area in the world. So pretty much in each area in the world, you're going to have to do 7 of those that you get 100%. And even in main hub worlds, you're going to have to do that, I'm pretty sure.
I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
I just explained that, but whatever. Right there, where the hearts are at, if you, those are your life. So pretty much you get 3 health bars, meaning you get, if you get attacked 3 times, then game over. Oh.
That's blue eco, which contains the energy of motion.
Now you know where those blue
Blue
stuff
eco
are,
allows you to run
pretty
fast,
much.
break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Now, later on in the game, those things are going to be a hell of a freaking madness due to the fact that it's a PS2 controller. I don't know, I think there's a little delay due to the fact this is an HD TV. But, there is your home world, and there's basically the island. You can see in the back, in the distance. I'm gonna try to do my videos between 15 minutes, before 15 minutes. Oh, I think I forgot to say, but if you collect 100 of those little orbs, pretty much they will give you a whenever you're dead, you get. If you lose one, you get another. You get an extra. You get like a health back, pretty much. And this is the power blue eagles. You can see that there's a meter on the bottom, on the left hand side, and pretty much it'll track anything. Alright. Alright, let's do this.
Notice how each blue eco cluster you pick up.
The big ones actually would give you like 25, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, right here's a good place to stop. See you guys in the next part.